Alright, let's see. Is this working? Can you guys hear me? I'm not sure. Sorry for the small delay we had. I had my stream on private by accident and I couldn't figure it out. But I'm super glad, super happy that I'm back live again. I'm really excited for this video because today we're going to be working on an ordering system for our live cafe. And I know a lot of you guys have been suggesting this for, I think it's been months now, you guys have been suggesting an ordering system. So I'm super excited to be working on this, and I'm super happy to be making this. But as always, I'll have in the description the Uncopylock game link for this, so if you guys want to come in studio and check it out and use the code for yourself, you can. But besides for that, I think that's it. How are you guys today? Is everyone doing good? Hopefully. Let's see, how long is my stream delay? I'm doing good, thanks for asking, Spaceboy. Awesome. Very cool. So I'll just say before we start, I just started school a few days ago, so I did announce in Discord a modified upload schedule. So what I plan on doing is making at least one video per week, hopefully more. And then in addition to that, I'll have a live stream every weekend. So this is going to be this weekend's live stream, and then you can expect a video sometime between Monday and Friday of this week. But I don't know. I'm just going to try out this new upload schedule and we'll see how it works. Hopefully I can push out more, but I wanted to at least guarantee some kind of content for you guys. But yeah, let's see. We can get right into it. So for the ordering system, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sizzleburger and the way that they have their ordering system, or the way they did have their ordering system. But basically, all of the staff members behind the counter, they get like a little tablet type thing. The staff members can click on the tablet, it prompts with the UI, and they can select the items that they want to add to someone's order. And then they just click on Create Order, and then there'll be like a menu board type thing in the back, and then the orders all come up there. Chefs can claim the order, make the order, and then they can give the items off to the players. So this system is a little bit complex, so it might take a few streams to work on or get finished, but I at least wanted to start on it and I wanted to get something down. One sec, let me grab some water. Very thirsty. We had our mod interviews today for Discord, so I was talking a lot. There we go, all hydrated. What song is this called? It's nice. This is called Easy Lemon, and it's by Kevin MacLeod. It's the Lumber Tycoon 2 music, so. Collab with the Dev King? If only, that'd be kind of cool. Awesome, okay, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to do, let's work on our little ordering screen, our little tablet. And as I'm sure many of you guys know, I am in no way at all a builder, but I can kind of make small models and just put stuff together to make it work. But if any of you guys want to build anything for this cafe, or you want to make something, feel free to send me a DM, and that would be awesome if you'd like to, and we could put it in on stream and stuff. But I'm not a builder, but I'm going to try to make something. We'll see how this goes. Let's see. We'll do like a small piece right here, and then if we scale that and rotate it, let me see. And I also added Nightbot to the stream. I don't know if it's working, but if it is, I don't know, maybe our mods can figure that out. But this is our first stream using Nightbot, so please bear with me on any issues it has or anything like that, and we'll try to fix them up for next stream. Let us see. Scale that up a little bit. Maybe right there. Kind of looks like a screen a little bit, maybe. Hopefully, I don't know. Let's see. Let's just set, we should probably anchor these so they don't go flying or falling off when we play the game. And I'll just set the color of this to white, and we'll do smooth plastic for this to make it look nice. Let's just see, we'll make a little screen. The idea with this, what I want to do anyway, I just want to have it so the user clicks on the screen and then a UI comes up, because I'm better with UI design and UI scripting than with like Surface GUIs. But I'm sure if you guys are trying to follow along, you could modify it to work with the Surface GUI. I just prefer doing it this way. But let's see if we move that up. Scale this guy upwards. And then we'll set this to black. Did that work? Did it not work? Oh, it worked. There we go. Maybe we could do like a dark blue or something. It might look nicer. There we go. That'll work for now. Kind of looks screen-like. And of course we can modify it, but for now we just want to have something down and then we can actually make it better later. We just want to kind of get into the scripting. We will name this Register 1 because it's our first register. And I think I'm just going to name this top part right here Screen. And let's add a click detector inside of here. So we get whenever it's clicked and we can throw a script in there. Alright, let's see. Screen clicked. And I'm not going to put anything in the script for now. We can do that later. Let me just get up with our actual UI itself, our ordering GUI. Why is Matt spamming the Discord link? He's just trying to send the link. Okay, that's fine. Have I ever held a tournament? That'd be kind of cool. We actually considered holding like a development tournament in our Discord server, but I don't think we ever got around to it, so that might be kind of cool. Maybe my mods and we could host it. That'd be kind of fun. Face reveal, please. Not yet. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Not ready to do that yet, though. Do I enjoy scripting? Totally. Like, programming, I guess since I was 8 years old, programming has been my favorite thing to do. You know, I absolutely love it. I think I haven't spent a day. Well, I went to Boy Scout camp like a year ago, and there was a week where I didn't have a computer. But besides for that, I don't think I've spent one day without programming. I love it so much. It's awesome. Matt, I did make your email. So for those of you who don't know, I didn't even make an announcement yet, but I just set up, I purchased the RoScripter.com domain. So now all of our moderators have emails. So for example, Matt is matt@RoScripter.com. I'm Wyatt at RoScripter.com. Shake would be Shake at, etc. for all of our mods. But if you want to contact them, not on Discord, you can just send them an email at that. Let's see. I see Nightbot's working. It's muting people and deleting messages. Very cool. Alright, let's see. So we will create a new GUI, and I'll just do a new screen GUI. That's how I like to organize things. And I'm just going to name this Ordering System, or we'll just name it Ordering System. And let's just grab a frame inside of here. And we're just going to change the scaling properties so it sizes for all resolutions, because that is very important. And I don't know if you guys knew about this, but I just started using this the other day. You can click on this little iPhone thing up top, or iPhone and iPad, and you can actually change your screen resolution for different devices. So you can kind of see what it's going to look like, what your UI or what your game's going to look like on different devices. And this is super useful for UI design, because then you can kind of see if stuff scales right, or how stuff is kind of laid out. But I didn't know about this for a while, so it's super useful. But let's see, if we just, I'm gonna hop back to my main UI like this. And if we just scale this up, let's see, just like that. Very nice. Or maybe we'll bring it in a little bit. Get rid of the border, because nobody likes the border. Nasty border. And we will set the background color. And I think maybe we could do like a red, maybe like a reddish color. That might look kind of cool. For an order, or maybe we could do white. White might actually be better. Let's do white. We'll do white for now, and we can change it later if we want. Again, I'm not the best at UI design or designing anything in general, but you gotta try, right? Indie developer. Look at the chat. Is there any way I can apply for mod? So we actually just released mod applications, I guess it was 2 weeks ago now, but we closed them, and we'll probably open them up again in 2 months, but we're going to have results out by Monday for our moderators. Our moderation team has been working super hard at interviewing all of our applicants or that passed the application process, and we've been trying to find the best moderators for our Discord and for the stream chat. But I think we found some really great people to be on the team, so you guys will find out about them on Monday. Am I posting this as a video and not just a stream? I plan on making a separate video on this afterwards. So after we have it all created, I think, yeah, I'll probably make a video just explaining how it works and showing people how to add their different items to it and stuff. I think, so we got rid of the border. Let's add a UI corner to make it rounded, because that kind of looks cool. And we will just set the scale of this. Maybe we can do like 0.05. I think that works. And we will add a text label up top. And let's just scale this up a little bit. Say 1, 0, 0.1. And we'll scale the text, why not? Just like that. And we're going to name it order. Very nice. We will change the font to... What could we do? We could do Source Sans bold. Oh, I actually like bold. That looks kind of cool. Or we could do semi-bold. Which one? Bold or semi-bold? What do you guys think? I think we'll do bold. I think bold looks kind of cool. Get rid of the border on there. Set the background transparency to 1. And we're going to... Let's see. What can we change the text color to? Let's do... maybe like a light gray, dark gray. Again, I'm not the best at UI design, but I try my best. Or we could do blue. Blue actually looks kind of cool. Let's do blue for now. We could do like a lightish blue, like that. Looks interesting. There we go. Oh no, my studio's bugged. That actually happens way too much. It's like always when I click on things and then I go to hover over them, it's like that little mouse icon doesn't come up. I just have to relaunch the window, but not too difficult to fix. So I'm trying to think, how do we want this UI to be formatted? Like, what should the layout be? So I think what we can do is so if they click on it, we can have maybe a list of items right here, and these will be just items that they can select to add, like to the system or to the order. And then we can have these items that they added, we can have another panel over here. So in fact, if we just do that, if we create a separate panel, like if we put this other one right over here, so this can be the items that they already added, and that'll be a scrolling frame. And we can name this item selection. That actually might be better. So then if we change our UI corner to 0.1 instead, because it's a little bit of a different size. And now let's see, if we add a scrolling frame inside of our item selection, the way I kind of want to do this, just to make it easy, is by using UI list layouts. And if you guys don't know what that is, I'm going to show you, but the basic concept behind it is that we can create a bunch of different UI elements, of any type underneath a scrolling frame, and then you use this UI list layout and it'll, exactly what it says, it lays out the items. So rather than me cloning like a frame or something and then setting the position, if I have a bunch of them, all I have to do with the UI list layout is I just clone the frame and it automatically sets up the position. So it's super easy for us to use and makes programming a bunch easier. We have to write a lot less code, which is, in the end, that's key. As little code as possible. But let me see. If we set our background transparency like that, and we'll grab our border size pixel, and let's change our scroll bar color too. What could we do? Maybe like a light gray? I don't know how that looks. Now I'm starting to regret putting the blue on here, thinking maybe we should change it. Let's see. If we go to white again, then we can put it a little lower. We can make it darker. Alright, we're gonna... very hesitant, I don't know. Alright, let's try that. We'll try that for now. Oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty today. Ridiculous. Oh, there we go. Are we allowed to add these to your game? For sure. You can. So I'll publish it now. I have the uncopylocked version of this game in the description. But all you have to do is head to that link, and then you can add this into your game however you want. You can sell, game passes around it. Like, you can use this however you want, as long as you don't sell the model itself, just because it's, accessible for free, and I want to provide that. But yeah, you can totally use this in your game if you want. Am I on Mac? I am on a Mac, yeah. I've pretty much been a Mac user my whole life. I don't think Windows is bad. I'm just not used to it, When you're always a Mac user, you're always used to something, and then you try something else, it's a little weird. So I've been on Mac for a while. Maybe I'll switch to Windows eventually, but Mac's been doing pretty well for me for quite a while, so keep using this. Windows is superior? Alright, Shake. Yes, Windows. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't have said anything. Alright, let's see. Maybe I should give these good names. So we can name this frame maybe item selection, and then we'll name this order, just like the titles. And then I guess this is going to be item selection scroll, because it's our scrolling frame. That's the item selection. And if we just grab, let me think. If we grab this right here, it's going to scale kind of weird. Let me see if I can just set the size. Can do 1, 0.1. And for now, I'm just going to scale this text label all the way up. 1, 0. Position it in like the middle type thing. There we go. Oh, that's actually kind of weird. It's our frame is wait, so we have our item selection scroll, and then we have, so we don't need this, and our text label is like that. So our text label needs to be moved over a little. Hashtag Mac is the best. I agree. I like Macs. Macs are pretty nice. How do we move this over? How could we possibly... Maybe if we do this, actually. This might be better. If we just grab both of them. There we go. Let me set the anchor point of this upper frame. 90 people watching? My gosh. Every single time I stream, I'm always so surprised. Like, crazy. 90 people. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. And we also, I didn't even say anything. We hit 7,000, or 6,000. Was it 6,000 or I'm losing track. This is, let me see. I have to look at my subscriber count because I forget. We recently, I think it was 6,000. 7,000. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's crazy. We recently hit 7,000 subscribers. Thank you guys. That is just nuts. I never would have thought. I started this channel in March, first day of March. So it's like, when I started, I never would have thought, we would have grown this fast, or we would have grown this big at all. So thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate all the support you've given me. It's such an awesome community, and I'm so happy I can be a part of it. Just hanging in the voice channels in our Discord server, doing game nights, all that. Like, I really enjoy it, so I appreciate it, and it's all because of you guys and your support. So it means a lot. But let me add our UI list layout like that. There we go. And as you'll see, whenever we clone one, it automatically sets it up. So that's the beauty of the UI list layout. That's kind of what it does and why people like it so much. But let me set my horizontal alignment to center. And I know it doesn't really matter. Item holder. Ooh, I like that. That's actually a good name. We'll rename that. But let's see. So what we can do, if I set the background color, I'm going to make the background a little bit darker. And this is just going to be my attempt at UI design. I know it's not the best, but I'm going to try. Let's say we do 0.9, 0, 0.1, 0. And that doesn't work, so we'll do 0.5. Maybe that works. Maybe? Maybe not? I don't know. Let's see. 0.1. 0. Oh, I think we've been botted again. Oh no. We always get botted. Whoever's botting, please stop. I'm not going to pay that much attention to it this time. But if I could ask that you please stop botting. Because it's not fun. There we go. Okay, awesome. So now if we grab this little item selection, I think the way we can do it, we should say, maybe we could give it an item name and then we can create a select button. So if we have, let me see, if we grab our item selection frame, and this is going to be a little weird, but let me just see. 1, 0, we scale that all the way up, set our position 0.5 on both, and now I'm going to get rid of the UI corner on our upper one, and it should still look the same, or looks kind of similar. And now if I set the transparency of this outer frame to 1, there we go. So now we have that, and now we can scale this one inside of. So there's like an outer frame, an inner frame, and then a text label inside of that frame. And it was kind of confusing, but the basic concept behind it is that. So let's just give it an item name. So I'm going to say item name, and we'll name this text label item name as well. And I'm going to name this sample item. And then we'll do item name frame. And now we just need a button for it. We'll put a button on the right. And I think that's an image button, so we have to create a new button actually. So if I just create a new text button right here, let's see. Can we set the size? 1, 0, 1, 0. So that'll take up the whole thing. But if we make it a little smaller, we do it like that. Okay, it's kind of coming together. Barely. Oh, why are you guys spamming? Please stop spamming. Put a viewport inside of that so it shows the item. We could do that. We can do that. Yeah, we can do a viewport frame. That's actually a good idea. Maybe we can add that later on, because for now I just want to get the basic system set up, but we can do a viewport later on. And you said make it so there are different buttons for the different selections of food, and when you open it, it'll open the food in the category. I was thinking, I mean, that's actually a good idea. I was thinking the way maybe we could do it is to have a little search box up top, and then you can just search for the item. It might be a little easier just to search for it, but we could do that too. Why are you guys spamming? That's not good. Thank you, Shake and Matt, for moderating the chat. I appreciate it. Let me see. Let's set the color of this, the background color. Maybe we can do like a blue type color. Like that. Kind of works. Let's scale up our text, and we'll set the color as well. And we will say add, because it's going to add the item to our order. And if we set the font, are we getting rated? Is somebody else like, oh, this is weird. Bold, semi-bold? Bold, semi-bold? We'll do semi-bold. Okay. Let's set our border size pixel to 0, and we will add in our UI corner. Like that, and I think we actually have to make it a little bigger UI corner. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this chat is like crazy. Matt puts a little warning in chat. Nightbot is annoying. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll configure Nightbot a little better for next time. I just wanted to have it set up. Matt's been begging me for months to get Nightbot on my stream, so I figured I'd set it up for him. But yeah, we can change that. I can change it later on. We crazy. I know you know that. Swan is here. Yay, hi Swan. Swan is my friend in Discord. Now that I think about it, we actually don't have to have a frame right here. We can just do it with a text label. Because of the UI corner, it's actually not an issue. So let me just do it with a text label because it's gonna look better. But if I just grab this, if we match the sizes of them both, and now I can, let's see, grab the UI corner, and we're gonna set the background color to the same as this. And then we're gonna set the background transparency, get rid of our frame, and it looks the same, but it's a lot cleaner for us, which is really nice. So let me see, do we want to change the text, this item name text? Do I want to change the color? Text color 3. Oh yeah, I think Matt just put the Discord link in chat for our RoScripter Discord server. So if you're interested in joining, feel free to check it out. I usually hop in general voice chat after streams for a little while, so if you want to talk to me there, we totally can afterwards. But I figured I'd just point that out. I'm telling you, I'm trash at UI design. I can never figure out what colors work good together. And I know it's a whole thing, like color theory. Like that's a big, I don't know, it's like a, I think you can learn about that type thing. I didn't know that for a while. But I should really look into it. Let me see. Let's clone our sample item like this. And if I publish the game, if we look in our UI list layout, 0.1, 0.05, a little less, 0.25, whoops. 0.025 comma 0. My bad. Do that. Alright, that works. Hey, I'm gonna go. It's almost midnight in the UK. Nice stream. Alright, I'll see you later. Yeah, it is kind of late. Get to bed, you know? Okay. See, this kind of looks like a text box. It looks like you should type in here. And I don't want it to look like that. So the question is, how do we modify that? I don't know. For now, I'm going to leave it because I don't want to get too distracted on UI design, or at least, you know, any more than I already have. So we'll just leave it like that for now. We'll say add button. Everything is named, published. Very nice. Again, if you guys want to use this or anything that I created in the stream, feel free to check out the uncopylock game in the description. It's exactly what I'm working on here, and it makes it super easy for you guys to just use any of the assets that I'm showing. Shake says, get rid of the background color. Set the transparency to 1. I don't know if that works. I think I kind of prefer it like that. But we can change it. I'm getting distracted, just like I said I wouldn't. Okay. So we have that, and now we want to set up our order frame. So if I'm just going to copy our little item holder thing, and I'm going to throw it under the order frame, and it's pretty much set up. All we have to do is, if we get rid of our add button that we had, because we don't need that, and now I can just increase the size of our item name label. So we set it to that, and we'll set the position just like that. Shake's name is Quackers337. Never knew where he got that name, but you know what? Nice name, Shake. Let me see. Scale this. How can we scale that? If we scale it on the x-axis, must be so interesting watching me try to figure out how to create UIs. You guys must be loving this. I'm kidding. Let's see, 0.8. Alright, we'll do that, and now if we add this UI padding, then we can do exactly what it said. We can add padding to this. Let's see. So if we add in the padding, and we'll set our left to that, and we'll do the same thing for the right, and that'll make it a little more centered, a little better. Okay, I think that works for now. Basic idea behind the UI. Let me... Oh no, we're getting spam again. Make it so you can only have 5 items per order. That's a really good idea. Yeah, we can do that for sure. They call Wyatt the Tom Brady of scripting. They say Alvin blocks can't keep up with Wyatt. P.S. Wyatt has 6 ranks in scripting, and Alvin lost all 6 to RoScripter. I don't watch football. I'm not a football person, but it's still very nice of you to say. I've never been into sports. I'm sure that's kind of obvious. Like, I'm sitting here streaming rather than watching like a sports game right now. Never really been into that kind of thing. And I think it's cool, you know. A lot of people like sports, and I totally get that. Just never been my thing, though, you know. Let's see. So let's just add a new local script under here, and we can name this ordering system. And wow, back into a script, back into coding on the channel. It's been a little while. So I guess let me set up some variables first. So let's get a reference to our local player. So we'll say local player equals game.players.localPlayer. And I will also get a reference to our 2 frames. So we'll set up one for our item selection equals script.parent.item selection. We'll do the same thing for our order. And I'm actually just going to say frame after this so I know it's a frame. Script.parent.order. Make it so you can search the food instead of categories. Yeah, that's what I actually planned on doing. I think that'll work out pretty well. Appreciate the idea. So we have our item selection and our order. Let's see, our item holder frame equals, what would it be? Our item selection frame dot item holder. And this would be, so item holder, or maybe selection item holder frame. I don't know. Variable names are getting a little long, but that's okay. And then we can say order item holder frame equals item, or it would be order frame dot item holder. Let's see. So we have these set up, and now I guess the way that we want to really store these, or that we want to store our items, we can either store them in a folder under replicated first, or we can actually create them in here. I think it's probably better to do a folder though under replicated storage, just because then we can actually have the physical items along with their names, and then we can do, I think someone was suggesting earlier that we can do viewports. I think that'll be better. Let's see, if we publish the game just so you guys have it, and let me just add a new folder, and we're going to name these items. Now, we don't have to do anything special, but I just want to create some kind of item, and we can just do like parts and tools and stuff, like nothing too fancy. Let's see, we grab a tool, and we grab our part, put it in the tool, and I'm just going to name this tool item 1, and we'll make it red, and then we'll do another, and we'll name it item 2, and it can be blue. I think it did that, hopefully. Maybe not. There we go, we got it. Let me grab these, put them under replicated storage in our items folder. Let me just take a look at chat real quick. I should partner with the builder for this. I think that'd be a cool idea. I think right now I'm trying to do it as independent as possible, because then it allows me to kind of have a schedule for streaming, and I can stream whenever. But if any of you guys want to build things for this, or you want to like make small models or anything like that, like if I'm ever streaming and you think, like, let's say we have our coffee machine right here, and you don't think the coffee machine looks good and you think yours might be better, feel free to send me a DM with the model of the coffee machine. I'd be happy to put it in here, if I and the majority of the viewers thought it looked better. But feel free if you guys want to make builds, because I know I'm pretty trashy at building. Feel free, no problem. But let's see. We will get a reference to the items folder we just created. So we'll say items folder equals game.replicated storage.items, and we'll just create another variable for our items, and we'll just set that equal to the children of our items folder. And what we will do, I am going to loop through all of our items, and then we're going to set up these different things for each of our items. So let's see, we'll say for index, there we go, comma item in iPairs, and we're going to loop through our items. That's going to be the array that we're looping through. So then for each of our items, what do I want to do? Well, I guess the first thing we want to do is actually clone our little sample item right here for the item. So we'll say local item frame equals, I don't even think I have a variable for our sample item. We can create that though. We'll say local sample item equals, and we'll do our item selection frame dot sample item. My gosh, 198 concurrent viewers, almost 100. It's crazy. Thank you guys. We are going to clone our sample item. Do a lowercase t. It's my bad. Sample item :clone. Matt's spamming our Discord link in chat. And we're just going to set the parent of our item frame to our selection item holder frame. Long name. But let's just see. That should work, and it should just create a few new items. And I know it's not going to look good, but I just want to see if this works. It does not work. Why does it not work? Sample item is not a valid member of frame. Huh. Why could that be? Oh, it's because we forgot to say this. Oh wait, no, wrong one. Item selection frame is script.parent. We need to do this one. Try it again. I got a DM the other day, or somebody said it in general chat. I wanted to address it on stream, just to make this clear for everybody. When I think the DM went something like, they were saying, they asked the question, when I'm coding by myself, do I, like, how do, there are, I guess the question, the question really was, how do I code as fast as you? I try really, really hard, but for some reason I can never figure it out, and I always get errors, and it never just works first try. And I want to make it clear to you guys, when I do my coding for my videos, when I script it out, I never do it live. Like, I never do it on the spot. I always, have it pre-made. I have whatever I'm making pre-made, and then I do it on the video after, and I record it and do voiceovers. I think probably for the last video I released on the typing bubble, I probably have over 200 retakes of me, of just different portions of the video, of me explaining it differently or saying things differently. But I just wanted to make sure you guys know, like, I'm never, like, actually doing that kind of thing live. Like this right now, this is live, this is me actually coding. Like, it's very rare for you not to encounter errors or run into bugs or anything like that when you're actually making, a script. But I just wanted, to make it clear, it's not, as a programmer, you're going to run into errors, and it's not always going to be smooth sailing, and it's not always going to be, super easy all the time. But it's not like I'm some super coder that can just sit down and make whatever he wants in 5 minutes. Like, there's quite a bit of preparation that goes into it. So don't get discouraged, if your things don't work first try, because as you can see with this, like, my stuff doesn't work first try either. Like, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to kind of figure out how to make your code work, So it is not cloning our item selection, and I wonder why it's not cloning our item selection. Let's see. So we grab that and we clone it and we set the parent. Let's just print the item.name just to make sure we're actually looping through them, because we very well might not be. It looks like we are, so we do loop through them. That's good. And if I just close out of these other scripts, item frame, we're cloning the frame, and then we're setting the parent. And I forgot to type parent. Small errors like that all the time. Happens all the time when you're coding. Yeah, that was my bad, Caden. I don't know how I didn't realize that. Awesome. There we go. So now we're cloning it. And shout out to Caden, by the way, in chat. He actually is the one that showed me how this system should work and what an ordering system really looks like. So if you're looking for a builder or scripter, I don't know if he's for hire right now, but shout out to him because he's really, he's a great scripter. He does building, he does a bunch of different things, but he's very talented. Alright, let's see. So we are going to set the visibility of our sample item to false, so we get rid of that. And then whenever we clone the item, we're going to make it visible again. So we'll set the visibility to true. And if we hop in, there we go. Awesome. So now let me set up some variables for the different elements underneath of our item frame. So we have our add button, and then we have our item name. So we'll say local add button equals sample item.add button. And we'll create another variable for our item name label equals sample item.item name. And that'll set those up, and now all we have to do is set the properties of these, and the different events and stuff, but we have them referenced and we have a good spot for them, so now it's super easy for us to actually set the properties of them. So let's set the item name label dot text equals item.name. And then our add button, what we're going to do is we're going to get whenever that button's clicked. So whenever they click on the button, we want to add it to our little, GUI, our little order GUI on the side. So we'll say add button dot mouse button one click, and then we'll connect it up to a function. And then in here, I'm just going to print, for now, I'll just print adding item, and then we're going to add our item name label dot text. And let's just try that out. We'll see how it looks. Let me glance over at the live chat again. I've been streaming for 40 minutes, over 40 minutes. Wow. Feels like a lot shorter. That's crazy though. And here we go. When we click add, it does not work, which is unfortunate, but we need to figure out why does it not work. So whenever we click it, we're saying connect it up to a function, but it's not printing. And it's because we need to say item frame rather than sample item. Small error. Might just wait till Wyatt says goodnight. What? Did you say good? Are you leaving, Shake? Oh, Shake said I'm heading out now. Matt is AFK, so no moderators thing. Okay, I'll see you later, Shake. Good night. Be good, guys. Don't make me moderate the chat, because I know we don't have any moderators here right now. We have new moderators coming in on Monday, so should be good. Okay, so we have our item. We add an item. Now, I think I'm just going to set up a function to add items to make this easy. So we'll say function add item. And then in here, let's just pass in the item name. Add item to order. And then in here, we'll just call our function. So we'll say add item to order, and then we're going to pass in our item name label dot text. And now I'm just trying to think of the way, I don't know, this thought just popped into my head. I'm trying to think of the way that we want to actually say what player the order goes to. So we could make it so we put their name in a text box or a text label, or we can make it once they complete the order, once the person actually sets up the order, then they can select the player's name. And I think that's actually probably a better way to do it, just so that they can kind of scroll through and see the different players, and they can select them. So we'll do it like that. So we add item to order, and let's just print our item name to make sure that we're going to add it. Like that. Why? I'm very confused. Nightbot is muting people for no reason. It's odd. Make it so they select, or Sir Spaceboy says, make it so they select and they get the food selection frame. Oh, so maybe they select the item first. Oh, that makes sense. Should I disable Nightbot? Is Nightbot not working? Let me see. I'll disable Nightbot. Sorry, guys. We'll fix it up for next stream. Okay, if I say part channel, Nightbot should be gone. Let me run the Nightbot. Okay. Is Nightbot gone? Can somebody I don't know. Okay, I think we're good. I think Nightbot is gone. We don't have to worry about it. Okay, awesome. We're good. Sorry about that, guys. Yay! Now everybody gets to spam. And Shake's still here. Okay. So whenever we add an item to the order, I want to add a new item to our order frame. So let me just create a variable for our sample item frame. So this is going to be our sample item, and I'm going to say create a variable inside of here called sample item, and this is going to be our sample item for our little order frame over here. So say sample item equals maybe order item, or what is it? It's order item holder frame dot sample item. And now we're going to clone this, so we'll say local item frame equals, do that, sample item frame colon clone. And let's just set the parent of this, so item frame dot parent equals our order item holder frame. And let's just see if it will add the item. I don't know if it will, but we'll just have to see. Let's get this to 100 likes. Sounds good to me. I mean, like if you want, if you actually like it. Completely up to you guys. Keep making awesome videos? Will do. I actually, for those of you who joined late, I did go over, I have a new upload schedule just because school started for me. So I'm going to be streaming once every weekend, so on Sunday or Saturday. And then every week I'll have at least one video out. Hopefully more, but for now we're just going to do that. So at least I can guarantee some kind of content for you guys. It hit 100 likes. Wow, that's crazy. Thanks, guys. Why do you have donos off? I don't know. I've never really thought about enabling donations. I don't really know if I want to. I think if you guys are looking to support me, just watching the stream and watching my videos is enough. Like, I've always just done this for fun. And I think if you guys are watching my videos, like, you're already supporting me so much, so there's really not even a need to donate. But I really appreciate, you know, the thought. But that's really nice of you, you know? Rainway. Who's Rainway? I don't know who Rainway is. Is that bad? Should I know who Rainway is? Is it the real Rainway? See, so we got a fake Alvin Blocks last time. And I don't know if it's... Is it the real Rainway? Wow, that's crazy. Thank you, Rain. I don't watch your videos, Rainway, and I'm sorry for not watching them. I'll check them out, you know, first thing after the stream for sure. But thank you for watching my videos or watching the stream. I really appreciate it. It's nice of you. Yes, he has the check mark. Dang. Alright, I'm sorry. I'll get back to the stream. But thank you, Rainway, for watching my videos. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's see. So we have our item selection, and we have our sample item right over here. So what I'm going to do, we clone it and it creates it. Now all we need to do is set our item name, just like we did down here. So we'll say item frame dot item name dot text equals item name. So we'll just set that up to whatever that item is that we passed into the function. Was going to hit you up and see if you have a Twitter or something I can contact you at. I actually do have a Twitter, Rainway. The best way to contact me is through Discord if you're interested. But let me send you my Twitter. Twitter.com/RoScripter. I just put it in the chat. You can send me a DM there. Or you can tweet me. I'm not even sure if I have my messages open, to be honest. But yeah, feel free to message me on Discord, or you can actually send me an email too if you'd like to. I'll put my email in chat. Right now, it's WyattRoScripter@gmail.com. But let's see. So we add an item. There we go. Add item 1, add item 2. Very nice. And let's just set the transparency of our default item to false, just to get rid of that. So we'll say sample item. Just get rid of that, and then over here in our item frame, we'll just set the visibility of that to true. Item frame that visible equals true. We'll test it out one more time just to see. And there we go. Looks like it works. Very nice. Trying to see where we should go for this next. So I think the next thing I want to do, let's add an order limit. So I think players should probably only be able to, add up to 5 orders or 5 items at a time. So we can, let's see, if we create a variable up top, we'll say item limit equals 5. And then the easiest way for us to do this is just check the number of items that are in our little item order frame right here, and then we're just going to say don't add it to the order when we have this right here. Just don't even do anything if it's greater than or equal to 5. So let's see. We'll say if where is it? This one right here, :get children. So I want to say if the number of items that we already added to the order is less than item limit, or we could say actually, yeah, less than item limit, then what we want to do is we'll put this code in here. Let's just give that a go. So once we have 5 items, we shouldn't be able to add any more. And I just realized I think we have that sample item in there. Yeah, so we have to, we're going to say if it's less than item limit plus 2. Let's try that, and that should fix it for us. Add, there we go, very nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then of course, if we change this number right here, let's change it to 6, then we should be able to do 6 items. What does get children mean? Great question. All get children does is it gets, so like let's say we have maybe, let's just take our spill locations folder in workspace. So we can call the get children method on any instance. All it means is it gets all the different objects under here and puts them into an array. So the use of that is if we want to like loop through all of our items. So like let's say we have spills right here and we want to go through each of them. All we have to do is say spill locations : get children, and then that puts it into an array, and then we can easily just loop through them all. So it's super, Roblox makes it really easy for us to convert all of our, objects or instances under something into array form. Print subscribe to RoScripter. Good idea. Let's see. So we have our items set up in our order. And now let me create a button, and we'll just make this button submit the order type thing. Let me see. I can actually copy my button from over here in our item selection. I can copy our add button, and if I paste it into the ordering system, there we go. And then we'll just have this right here. So we'll say submit button. And this will submit the order to the kitchen, and then it'll put it on that little screen GUI, billboard GUI type thing. just like Sizzleburger has. Submit order. And if we just scale this button up a little bit, maybe we can do like right here, something like that. I think that looks kind of cool. Let's just add some UI padding to this too, just to make it look a little bit nicer. If we say on our left side, we'll do 0.05, or maybe we'll do 0.04. There we go. Do the same thing on the right. 0.04, comma 0. Yo, RoScripter, Matt, Shake, I think you guys probably didn't know, but go to the description and see the latest message. It says ECT instead of ETC. Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. I must have been tired. My incorrect grammar, I'm sorry. I'll fix that. Fix that for next stream. There we go. Submit order. So let's grab a reference to this button in our script. So we'll say local submit order button equals script.parent. Whoops, wrong one. Script.parent.submit order. And now we want to get whenever the player clicks this, and we're going to check. So we want to say the player shouldn't be able to submit an order unless the number of items is greater than 1. So they have to at least add 1 item to the order, and then they can submit it to the kitchen. So we'll just say right over here, submit order button, dot mouse button 1 click, and we're going to connect that, and I want to connect that to our, let's see, create a function. We're going to make a submit order function. So we'll say submit order, and we'll just connect it up to that, like that. And now let's just print in here submitting order, just to see if it works. Oh my gosh, I need more water. My voice hurts. Pinkleaf has a check. Pinkleaf has check mark? Who's Pinkleaf? Let me scroll up. Not entirely sure who you're talking about. Oh, error. I think I forgot to end off my function. Did I not? Oh, I forgot the parenthesis. My bad. Ah, fake one came? I got you. Submit order, submitting order. Fantastic. I'm trying to think. I think we should probably make a function to get the items in the order. That might be a good idea. Let's actually do that. So this will just make it easier. We can actually use that right here, and we can use it in our submit order function as well. So we will say function get items in order, and then in here all we need to do, we're going to return, and I think, so I guess the best way to do it is to do it by item name. So let's loop through. We'll say local items in order, and we'll create a new array. And now if I loop through, so for index comma item in iPairs, and then we're going to pass in our order item holder frame do, and we need to get the children of that. So for all of the items that we have in our little order frame right over here, publish, okay, published. We are going to loop through them, and then we're going to say items in order, or we'll say table.insert items in order, and then in there we'll pass in our item, or our item name, just like that. And then outside of here, we'll just return our items in order array. And let's just see, whenever we submit it, let's just say local items in order equals get items in order, and let's just print the number of them. So we'll print number of items in order, and we'll just see how that works. His dad is some kind of computer engineer, software dev. I'm not even watching the stream. What? I'm very confused. Oh, how did I learn to script? So I might as well say this. I say this a lot of times in streams, but I might as well say it for anybody that's new here. I began scripting when I began coding when I was 8 years old. and I developed my first app for the App Store. My dad helped me with that. He, kind of showed me the basics and helped me understand it. But after that, I guess I did a lot of Minecraft development, so I made a lot of like Minecraft plugins for the Java edition, and I worked on that for a little while. And then I guess it wasn't until 2016 that I discovered Roblox, and then in 2017 I got into actually making games on Roblox, and I learned about Studio and all that. But I think, I got a lot of the foundations of coding and scripting from when I was younger, but I learned about Roblox and all that just from watching YouTube. Guys like Alvin Blocks and Peace Factory, and all those developers that you kind of see the videos on that create like the beginner scripting tutorials. I think that was probably like the main place that I learned. But my advice for you, if you're looking to make a game, is don't set out, or if you're looking to learn to script, is don't set out to learn to script, set out to make a game. And I think it's a lot easier to learn to script when you have a separate motivation. If you want to make a game and you want to make this certain thing, it's a lot easier to learn rather than if you're just saying, okay, I want to learn to script to get Robux or to do something like that. So come up with a game idea, something you really like or really are inspired to do, and then just dedicate yourself to that, and use YouTube and use as many resources as you can, and that'll help you get there. Can I publish? I thought I just published. Maybe, I know Roblox is having some difficulties. I think they said like a game published an update that was causing some issues on their platform. So it might be because of that, but I just published right now. Let's see. So it says there are 3, but there are not 3. And now it says there are 4. So we need to subtract 2 from whatever this is. So for each one of those, why does that not work? Why are there 3? Oh, my bad. We need to check to see if it's a frame. So if item : is a frame, so if it's actually an item. And then we also want to check to see, so if it's a frame and item.visible is equal to true. So if it's a frame and the item's visible, then that means we're pretty much sure that it's actually an item in our order. But let's just take a look. Submit order 1, submit order 2, 15, 5. Fantastic. You're going to go, Matt? Have fun? Okay. See you later. Any suggestions on how to get customers at your cafe? I mean, my biggest tip for that kind of thing is just advertising, and marketing your game. There are tons of different ways that you can advertise. I think the Roblox advertisement system works well, but if you don't have Robux or, for whatever reason you can't, another good solution is, go to like the group recruiting plaza or ask your friends to join your group. Like, I think it's important to have Robux when you start a game or you start a group to market it. But if you don't, there are always other ways, to kind of market your game. And it's not going to be as fast, but there are always other ways to do that. How long am I going to be streaming for? Well, I have to go at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard, which is in like 40 minutes. So I'll probably wrap it up soon once we finish up this kind of like submit order thing. But it's been going well pretty far. I've been enjoying this. Alright, let's see. So we have our items in our order. So let's just see if we get our items in our order, we can say so rather than having all this, because that's just kind of a pain, if we say number of our get items, so we get our items, we say the number of that, if it's less than our item limit, then we can keep adding. And I think that will accomplish the same task that we had before, but it just uses our function that we created. Let's see, add, submit, add, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fantastic, works just as it did before, just a lot cleaner code. And again, guys, like, I don't think we've ever been this late in a stream with 98 concurrent viewers. Like, absolutely crazy. Thank you all, of course, for your support. I really do appreciate it. Very nice of you guys to watch and tune in and check it out. But yeah, I get sidetracked and off topic, but that's okay. Let's see, so we get our items in our order, return them, that's good. Now we have our submit order function. So in here, I want to also check again. I want to say if we actually have any items in our order. So if number of get items in order is greater than 1, so if there's at least, or greater than or equal to 1, so if there's at least one item in our order, then we can continue. And in here, I guess for now, all I want to do is set up a remote event, and we can actually get into coding the submission system and all that in the next video. But I at least want to get the remote event set up so that we can use that a little later on. So let's see, we're going to name this submit order event. And if we hop into replicated storage, let me add a script, and I will name this submit, or we can actually just name this ordering system. And then all we're going to do is say game.replicatedStorage.submitOrderEvent.onServerEvent, connect it to a function. And then in here, all we're going to do is we're going to grab our player, and we're going to grab our player to give order to long name, and then we'll also grab our order, which would be that array with the different names of the items. And then in here, let's just see, we're just going to fire our event. So we'll say game.replicatedStorage submit order event, and we'll fire that up to the server. And let's just see if I delete our prints and we hop in here, print submitting order from server, and if we hop into the game just to test it out, let us see, there we go, 1, 2, submitting order from server, very nice. And if we go in and we don't add items, it shouldn't submit. Let's take a look. No items in our order, submit, there we go. And I think that's all I'm going to do for this episode. It's been about a little bit over an hour. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Should we do one more? Should we do something else? Let's actually, we'll do one more thing before we wrap it up. Let's just make the little button so whenever we click on this GUI, it opens up our order frame right here. It's super easy, so I figured we might as well. So all we're gonna do, let me, my studio's messed up. That's kind of weird. Whatever. So hop into our screen click script. So I'm gonna say local click detector, create a variable for our click detector, equals script.parent.clickDetector. And we'll say whenever this click detector is clicked, and the way we do that is we say click detector.mouseClick, and we connect that to a function. So whenever the button is clicked, I want to get whatever the player was who clicked, so the player who clicked. And let's just grab the player's screen GUI, or their player GUI, and then we're going to find the ordering system, and then we're just going to enable it. We can have some stuff on the local script that will actually tween it when it's enabled, but for now I just want to make that GUI kind of come up on their screen. So we'll say local player GUI equals player who clicked, wait for child, player GUI. And I know we really don't have to do this, but the only reason I am is because just in case something happens and the server's not loading in right, it's better to use wait for child so that we actually wait for it to be created rather than just assuming it's already there. And then we will say local ordering system equals player GUI dot ordering system. And then finally, we will just say ordering system dot enabled equals true. And we'll enable that ordering system GUI. And I think this will work. I hope it'll work. I actually just learned, I guess it was like a month ago, that we can enable and disable GUIs and set properties of GUIs from the server side. And I had no clue that we could do that for the longest time, but it's super useful. But it's kind of a good thing to know, you know? And there we go. I think it worked. Yeah. We can add our items, submit. Fantastic. Very cool. great. I think that's all I'm gonna do. We'll do tweens and stuff next episode, which will either be next weekend or maybe I'll do another tomorrow, just since we'll kind of continue this ordering system. But I enjoyed streaming. It was very nice. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Does anybody have any questions before I hop out? Of course, I'm going to hop in, as always, I'm going to go into the general channel, or the general voice channel in my Discord server, just to talk to you guys afterwards if you have any questions or anything like that. So feel free to, join the Discord server if you're not in it, and join there right after I end this up. You love my stream, and your vids make so much to me. I love watching your stream because it's so calming, and I like your voice. Don't ever let someone stop you from doing YouTube. Oh, thank you. Very nice of you. Yeah, no, I don't plan on stopping YouTube anytime soon. I plan on keeping it up for as long as possible, right? I like this. I enjoy the community. I'm so grateful for you guys. And the past few months with this channel has just been absolutely amazing. So, thanks guys for your support. I really do appreciate it. If you guys have any suggestions, I see some of you are putting them in video suggestions. All you have to do is hop in our Discord server, and we have a video suggestions channel, and then you can just run our suggestion command, and it brings you through like a prompt type thing, and then you can have other users vote on your suggestions. So it's a super easy way for you guys to kind of get your suggestions recognized and to see if other people, would find them useful in a video. Is this going to be a model? So I have this, I might make a video on this afterwards, but I have this in the description, the uncopylocked version of this game. So if you're interested, you can just hop in there and just click on edit, and then you can use exactly what I have in this video. But I think that's all I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I actually put in my normal video outro for this, so we'll see how it works. I hope you learned something new today about scripting on Roblox, and I'll see you guys later.